Up next, Call Me Shape. Man, I need a hat, dog. One little cross hat. Yeah, I want one. Yeah, man, he made a woman rage quit because he checked her on the fact that she's old and used up. She's about to put paws on him. It gets crazy. He handled it far better than I would have. I'm not gonna lie. Check it out.
Governable. First of all, you smell funny, right?
I smell funny?
Yes, you do. You smell funny, and the that I with, you can never touch. Even the with you lame ass. Are you serious? Get the out of here.
I am your host, Smooth, and today we have three very special guests with us. And as you know, on the Chew the Fat with Smooth show, we allow our guests to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Asia. I'm from Northwest Philly. I'm a veteran. And I'm here today to just talk about relationships and whatever it is that you guys want to discuss.
Fair enough. You guys know me. Call me Shape, YouTuber, podcaster extraordinaire, ladies man, if I would say.
See, laughing.
I'm sorry.
Be surprised.
Clearly a comedian too, right? You know?
Absolutely.
And I'm from Jersey, baby.
Jersey in the
Sexy
South.
County. Middlesex County, Sexy County, Central Jersey.
I'm Tina. I'm from West Philly. That's all I got for y'all.
Nice. Okay. Let's get everybody's ages on the table.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How you gonna do that?
Ooh.
Well, you are up here. I mean, we all sit up here. I guess that is important.
Yeah, it is.
I'm in my 30s.
Okay.
That means late 30s.
Yeah.
I am too, though. I'm 37. You know what I'm saying?
I'm 34.
Nice.
Notice how they didn't want to share their ages. There's an insecurity there that they're not wanting to admit to, which is crazy.
Grown folks.
We are grown.
Right. Okay. All right. You know, I like to start the question with, are you single?
Yes, I'm single.
Why?
I'm an intelligent person.
Oh my, you definitely have to explain that one.
You're so intelligent, you can't figure out how to get in a relationship, but I'll let her continue.
How does that relate?
I'm single. You want to know why I'm single?
Yeah, why you're single?
I think it's hard to find a partner when I have such a concrete perception of how I want to live my life. And it's hard to find a person to collaborate with me to help that manifest.
Right. So you kind of want a man to fit into your program, in a nutshell.
That's why it's really hard.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, man, no, we don't want to
We're going to get back to that.
Yeah, we don't want to fill
Maybe.
that.
And your status.
I mean, I got to see something better though. Like maybe I could switch the program, but I have to see something better. And the majority of the time, the average man doesn't show me better than what I can do for myself.
Well, you would have to have your mindset on that already. Your mindset is attracting the type of men that can fit into your life, but that type of man, you don't want him because you're not attracted to that, and you haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, we're going to walk this back soon. Okay, and why are you single?
Pretty much the same reason. We're not gonna ask him why he's single? I know he just
Ladies first.
Oh.
Even when you're right, you're wrong.
But pretty much the same reason.
You can't find a man to fit in your program?
All right. So, all right. I guess not the same reason. I just feel like a lot of these people are not being honest with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you can't be honest with yourself, how are you supposed to be honest with me?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I'm coming across it a lot. And I'm big on integrity. So it's like,
okay. So you find some lying-ass men out here.
yeah. Pretty much, I guess.
Good enough. Good enough. Go ahead, Shake. What you got?
Me, I'm single, but, you know, I'm dating.
You dating?
Yeah, I'm dating.
See?
I'm not in any long-term commitments, but...
Would you prefer to be in a long-term commitment or?
When the time is right. But I'm enjoying the company I have with some women I'm talking to, so shout out to them.
How many first dates do you go on?
I try not to do more than 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm confused. How many first dates?
That's dates before sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
First dates mean dates. Yeah, she means dates before sex. I try not to do more than 3 dates before sex, so. But it happens sometimes.
Okay.
You gotta nip those in the butt, though.
How many first dates do you go?
I don't date.
You don't date?
Yeah, not right now.
Cobwebs.
Okay.
It's not cobwebs, but I don't. Yeah,
You don't.
date.
You don't.
I was in a
So-
relationship for a long time.
What's a long time?
9 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How small was that guy?
Off and on.
How
Off
small
and
was he?
on. Okay, that sounds tumultuous.
Yeah, it was tumultuous.
What happened?
I took a lot of accountability.
We'll see.
We just didn't.
I can give her some credit for having some level of accountability, but the on and off thing, I don't know. Like it doesn't seem like she's ever had a real serious relationship. So you can probably see how she may be a little jaded.
Work out. He was younger than me too. I will
How
give
much
him grace
younger?
for that. 6 years younger than me.
He was 6 years younger than you?
Yeah.
Damn, well, how old was he at the time?
He was like 24 at the time,
He was 24.
and I was late 20s. However, he had better qualities.
6 years, 24, late 20s. That's not 6 years. You in your 30s. I don't know what she's talking about. But this does make perfect sense because she's trying to find somebody to fit in her life, and no man worth his salt that she would actually be attracted to is ever going to fit in her life. That it's like a oxymoron. So this does line up.
As a younger person than I saw in my peers at the time. And I actually still do see in there. Yeah.
You said he was 24?
He was 24 at the time I was in my
When you met or when you
23.
ended?
Yeah. He was 23 when I met him.
Okay.
And he was in his 30s when we ended.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you had a 6-year difference?
Yeah, we had a 6-year difference.
Damn. You was
So
driving a cradle. It's like
maybe, yeah.
Sugar
So I
vibes.
did give him, so that explains the time, because I was giving him some like time to like do his thing or whatever. And it was a good type of relationship for me because it was like it was kind of arm's length too.
And how long did the relationship last, you say?
Off and on for about 9 years.
9 years. Okay. And when did you end it?
Recently.
Like less than a year ago?
Yeah, less than a year ago.
She just gave out her age. I got all the information for you. Those who are good at math, there you go.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So, yeah.
But
I'm thinking like 39.
all right, so
40.
I get that part of it.
I think
So
she's
you said you
about
take
84 or
accountability,
something.
and
Yeah.
you're saying it was the age gap.
I
For the
think it
most
was
part.
the age gap, yeah.
You wanted a lot more.
Yeah, by the
Then
time he got
it-
to a point that I felt like he should have been at, he wasn't there. Like, he didn't meet that mark.
Okay.
And I realized it wasn't about his age. This is just the type of person he is.
Right. That happens. Yeah. Some people
Yeah.
are just not ambitious. And
Yeah, and it took me a really long time to figure that out.
Were you
and I
trying to
wasted
build
a
it
lot
there?
of time. I wasn't trying to build because he was already at a point. He was already at a point.
What does that mean?
He fit where he was accomplished to be a young person, but then he hit a cap and just didn't do anything after that. Does that make sense?
It does. It does make sense what you're saying, but it doesn't make sense to do that. And
Right. I'm not excusing it. It doesn't make sense to do that, but it was the
yeah, and
situation.
maybe you didn't know, and that's fine, right? We learn sometimes our parents don't prepare us for what relationships are supposed to be like, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Mine didn't, right? I ran into a buzzsaw. I had a lot of bad things happen to me before I found my way, so I could understand that. I've made several mistakes, and the one thing that I've learned, the most valuable thing that I've learned, is you can't bring happiness to someone else. Happiness comes from within.
Absolutely.
And you can't motivate someone. Motivation comes from within.
I learned that a very
Yeah.
hard way.
And I think that's a mistake that a lot of young ladies make. I'm glad you were at least transparent enough to say that you were the complete cause of that, because men do cap out. One thing I always refer to is a bell curve. And most men are always going to be average. It's always been that way since the beginning of time. It's always going to be that way. There is no deviation. There's always been the bell curves. There are some people who will excel, and there are very few people who will be like that. Then there's going to be a decent amount of people who suck at life, and then most of us are going to be the average,
Okay.
right? So if we were talking about incomes or something, what would be acceptable for you?
I mean,
Love?
That's a
I'm not
great
gonna
question.
say like
You have a number because you very calculated. You have a plan. At this point, you have it. You could say it.
I
It's
just
okay.
want somebody
We won't
to
judge.
be able to.
What's your number?
Yeah, but you know what that lifestyle brings. Just bring the number out. Don't do it. Just go ahead.
I mean, like, all right. So I prefer black men.
Got it. And the average is what?
And I understand that black men don't
low to
earn
mid-40s.
the way
low to
that
mid-40s is the
everybody.
average.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would, my last partner was a black man, and he was like upper 90s because of the science and stuff like that. But like,
Wait.
So why is that stuck though?
Wait.
Yeah, there's a lot of
that math ain't math.
holes in here.
He was in the 90s, like 90,000.
he might have
Around
Was it 90?
somewhere around there. Somewhere
Maybe.
around
You know
that.
how much you made too? It was
he
in the, it
knows
was,
the
it
field.
was in the group
Right.
chat. Huh?
Okay, so he's making about 90 racks, but
His
you felt
paycheck
like
was in the group
he
chat.
Or
wasn't where he
maybe,
was supposed to be in
not
life?
90. I said that's where you asked me, not his paycheck. You asked me where I would do in general
Oh, that's
with
what you
black
want.
men.
Okay,
Yeah.
good enough. Okay, that's not where he was.
His wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't at 90K.
Okay.
He had a great trajectory though, but like I feel like with my thing. Like,
Now she backtracking and bullshitting and lying. You didn't lose. That's a strike. You got a strike already. You on bullshit mountain. I don't like that. I don't like that.
I understand this economy,
Right.
and
So you're asking for a man that's making pretty much double the average salary.
yeah,
Okay, good enough. Are there any superficial things that you like?
superficial things that.
Are you double the average bitch? Are you double the average woman in looks? Is your looks doubled? No.
No, I mean,
So you would date a guy
I'm
that's 5'5"?
relating. If he's 5'5" and he's a gangster, yeah, I would date him.
What does that mean?
Gangster.
He's a
Yeah.
gangster? What is
Like
He's a gangster.
he is who he says he is. He is a proud person. He has integrity. He is loyal. People
That is not a
respect him.
gangster.
I would date somebody who's 5'5".
That ain't a
Okay.
gangster.
Does he have to look a certain way?
A gangster is not
Any
loyal.
personality traits? What do you expect?
I would prefer somebody who is progressively black.
Okay.
In regard to understanding everything that's going on with our political climate, who he is, his positionality as a black American man in this world. Like I would like somebody to really understand and hone in on that and live through that, because I feel like as a black woman, I lived through that. And I think that would be a good match for me.
Okay. So, I mean, outside of the money, which is, I find to be wildly unreasonable. No, really.
But
Wildly
some
unreasonable.
like black men are earning.
There are some men that are making that, right?
earning-
But that's exceptional.
There-
That's exceptional.
There's black men that are earning.
You're right.
Yeah.
What percentage of black men are earning?
That's probably, I would say that's definitely top 20%. Lower than
Less
that. At
than
least
that.
like top 15
Yeah.
at least top 15%, right?
Yeah.
That's exceptional. So,
People are engineers.
No, we
my
get it.
cousins
We get
are
it. We get it. We get it. We get it.
Like
right. I
yeah.
understand all that.
My daughter's in school right now, in pre-med for medical, so she's gonna go into that. It's not
No, that's cool.
not like
I get it.
unfathomable to
No,
me.
It's not unfathomable, but
Yeah.
you have to be extremely intentional about it. And right now,
You're right.
You're not even willing to date, right? And the clock is ticking. And then
What clock is ticking?
You're 40. You're fucking 40. Like, it's like you're not in your prime no more. And you're asking for the top 15%, I give him that, of black men in your later years. That don't even make sense when you spend 9 years with the young buck.
Whose clock? Like, what clock is it?
Mel's clock, the clock that men set.
biological clock,
Yeah.
meaning
The
that-
What biological clock?
We-
I have my child that I love and I never want to reproduce again. What's the clock that's
So you
ticking?
wanna-
wait. So then you're not even trying to offer children? You could go ahead and get him.
So let me jump in this. So
And wait, you said try to offer children. Do you understand? I know we're not getting into politics. I understand that we're not getting into politics.
No, I said children. I
But
said
do
politics.
you understand? But this is in regard to children. Do you understand what's happening in our country? Smart people would not be having children right now. No, right?
smart people would not be
What?
having children.
Are we for real?
Yes.
They should think smart people are monolith. I
Wow.
think they think
So you
smart
want
people all
so
agree.
as much as you're into black people, you want the race to
Understand.
die off?
Our race will never die off.
They would never die off.
Yeah.
So you
Our race will never-
so then you
black
just
men-
want stupid people to have children. So then we're just
That's
a bunch
a
of
great
stupid
No.
generation. For
So no one should have children?
No.
So
Yes.
who should have children?
I think that
What
we
was
should.
in position to
to-
do so?
to-
Help
I think that people
So
who should
smart
have
peop-
children, who have the resources and the energy the emotional regulation to have children. This country does not
Mental health.
foster people who are financially stable, emotionally stable, and who have the resources and the time, the compassion to foster healthy children. That's why everybody is depressed. Everybody's doing, you know what I mean? Like kids are all out of control. Everybody's on welfare. It's a bunch of kids in the foster system. Why would you bring more in there for some man's ego?
Got it. So
you got to be human. Sometimes I feel like black men aren't being human.
So I realized you were robbing the cradle before, but at this point in your life, I would imagine you would go older, like a lot older, particularly that you don't want children.
Not a lot older. No.
Okay. Well, what ages are you seeking?
I liked my younger person. I like the.
Yeah, but you can't do that anymore.
Yes, I can. I could date another early 30s man. Yes, I can. It's actually right. I can tell. I can show you how much I can date 3.
I mean, listen. So, just because you have access to men doesn't necessarily mean that they would want to be with you forever, right? So
even the relationship she did have with the younger man, she called it off and on. That means that nigga was just cracking her ass. That's his old little sugar mama or whatever, and he go crack her sometime. But when he pop up married, it's gonna devastate her motherfucking ass. That probably what happened to her.
So I think that's.
Why would you think that I want to be with men forever? I think it's hard for men. Like now I'm sitting here, it's not that you're being delusional. It's really hard for you to conceptualize that there's some women who do not put you at the forefront, who think that men are baggage, who think that men are like stunters of manifestation. Like I can't achieve the things I don't want with this male energy around. It's stale. And I feel like that's something that y'all really try to not y'all, I'm sorry. Sometimes some men really try to convince themselves that women don't put men at the forefront.
So I realize that there are some women like that.
Life is so exciting. Like life is exciting. When you have resources, and this is for men and women, when you have resources, it doesn't matter. You're not sitting looking for a love, like a life partner when you're healthy and you have resources and you have opportunities to learn and grow and evolve. Like men will never be at the forefront when a woman has all that access.
All right. So I understand what you're saying, right? But that's not the majority of women, right? I realize that there are some like that. I've interviewed hundreds of women by now. I've spoken to many women like that.
It's picking up. The wheels is turning in a lot of girls. A lot of young women too. Like you see this new movement. I think young women are even more hostile to me. Like, you know what I mean? They not playing no games. They run a tight game, strict rules. It's not just something that's like, I understand that it might seem coveted right now, but I think it is a mentality that is growing immensely amongst women all across the board to decenter men and understand that they are not.
This is hysterical, man. I want you to keep going.
I'll just have one more thing to say. Do you not think that this is going to be a detriment to?
No, men have to evolve.
Forget the nuclear family. Then you have
men have to evolve. How are you going to do
society as a whole?
I don't. Men have to evolve. How are you going to do it? If you guys have to die off because you don't procreate and no one reproduces with you, and then death.
Well, no, that's not a thing anymore, right?
Men have to die off.
China already has robots that can hold a baby for up to 10 months term. So we don't necessarily, and you don't really need the DNA of a female. So it's just one of them things. Like at this point right now, we don't necessarily need it to procreate. That's not a thing anymore. And within the next
I never knew that.
couple years with AI and robotics, we got some badass engineers and it makes, so it's going to happen. That's not even going to be a thing, right? There are already people who are having test tube babies, right? Mm-hmm. This whole, what we're doing right now, surrogates and IVF and all that, that's like just the prelude to what's really to come, right? We are now coming to an understanding that we don't necessarily need the opposite sex to procreate, right? So that's not the problem. But I just think that the way the country was built and what we stood on was the nuclear family, and maybe that dynamic could change. But what I'm telling people that is going to be ugly because women don't appreciate what it is that men do.
So
Right.
you guys, you spit out a lot of facts and you're saying a lot of things about the connection between men and women. Do you realize
My mind just went somewhere where, like, imagine her saying that men are gonna die off, but in reality, women die off. And then all you have left is women that were born from those surrogate AI China created wombs. And then those are the women that men are procreating with, is all born from those surrogate wombs. Like, imagine that. Like, that could be a thing. That's crazy. Like, my mind, I don't know.
that men benefit more in a marriage than women does, health-wise and everything? Like, men benefit more than women.
Health-wise?
Yeah.
Are you going by that?
Women, no, that is a fact.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
I've already
Give me my
debunked that.
phone.
You can give your phone, but it's,
Give
if
me
you
my
really
phone.
look at it, if you
That's
really
why I
dig
don't
into
do
it.
podcasts unless they have
No,
them
I'm
fact
telling you,
checkers right here.
I've already checked this fact. I've done it
It is-
live on podcasts where I brought
No,
the
not
stats
from
up.
podcasts. No, I'm talking about I go to school. I do periodic reviews. I look at scholarly journals. I don't just
Listen.
look at other podcasts to see what other people are talking about. Women don't benefit in marriages. Men benefit more. They live longer. Men live longer in relationships
It's
when they're
mutually
with
Who benefits
women.
from divorce?
Women die faster when they're with men.
It's mutual.
Yep. I can see why she's single. I can see now. Like, I could totally see why don't no man want to take that on.
Actually, no,
Thank you.
that's not a
Yeah,
fact. Hold
yeah,
on, that's
that
a
is a
lie.
fact.
That's a fake.
One
study.
second, because
I'm telling you.
One
Go
second.
ahead.
One
That's
second.
what.
I'll read it.
That's why I don't like going to
Fake
podcasts that
study.
don't have
Fake-
fact checkers here, because that's what niggas
Fake
do.
study.
Well,
They
I'm
talk to
telling
each
you, I've
other
already
and they
debunked
don't
this
listen
shit.
to
This
other
exact
people.
fact. I heard them.
So
You already debunked it. So who told you there was a fake study?
It's not a fake
Telling
study.
you, I've already looked
She's
into it.
there's
being inquired.
propaganda studies.
It's not propaganda. That's
Look,
what you say to
look,
save your ego.
So
I'm not-
we
You
gotta
don't think
understand
know
that
what
there
this
is
is?
science.
That's
There
right
may
now.
have been a study
over.
after that, but that wasn't a fake study.
So this is the general.
At least she's being open-minded to at least try and inquire about it and not stand on whatever the hell she believes. She this woman right here, this woman is lost. This woman is sad. This is the old spinster that is so jaded in her life and so emotionally scarred that she's gonna spew as much poison and venom into the world as much as humanly possible before she finally takes her last breath when her back give out from her working for the rest of her life. Salute to her.
Gender warfare we got over here. She says she's a vet, right?
I am. I'm a
so
motherfucking problem. I promise you. I'm ungovernable. It's over for you.
And that's exactly what a man of value wants. She's exactly what a man of value wants, an ungovernable woman.
Fucking ungovernable.
Yeah, she's, oh my God. Like, everyone's just going to be a line around the corner of men waiting for that. I want to say this, though. You
How much money do you earn?
So
I don't know a lot. I'm a YouTuber. I don't know a lot of money.
Inside.
Yeah.
I've been with lawyers. I've been with doctors.
Okay.
I've been with white men.
She's trying to demasculate him now. Now she's moving on to the next guy to try and demasculate him. But the first assault or the first attack fell short.
You been
Yes,
oh
I
my
did.
God, she reached the top of the mountain. She
did.
been a white man.
It's a divested.
Oh my
I've
God.
divested. I've divested.
And you just talked about
I've
how
been with-
we're on the thumb of white supremacy.
Yep. And I'll
So
tell
what,
you
you
why.
want to control
How I
the thumb?
worked that
You want-
what you call
you
it.
want to control the
There
thumb?
wasn't. You want me to get into
No,
it?
she's
Why
pointing
would
to
I-
us, too.
There was a point in time in my life where I felt like black men were failing so badly. I was very young, so I was 19, by the way, too. So I was a kid. But that I thought that black men were failing so immensely that I did, for a moment, see how white men marry easy. White men help their families easy. White men their wives benefit from their partnership easy. I did see that, and I was caught up in that idea in regard to how white men might they do it better than niggas don't figure it out early enough, and they waste time, blah blah blah. So I went with the white man, but I realized, because I take accountability and everything, like all of these, this was a systematic way of thought, and I should have understood why black men are the way they are, and that all the systematic the domino effects to put them in their situations like that. And the only reason why white men are the saviors for the moment is because society allows them to be. So once I deconstructed that, I went back to black men and I'm here to stay.
Man, stay your ass the fuck over there with them. To be honest with you, what ended up happening was they didn't want your ass, and so you went back to your default. You ain't fooling nobody. We know for a fact that ain't no white man gonna marry your ass or tolerate your bullshit. You know that you thought that white man was gonna be the one to tolerate that shit, and they absolutely don't tolerate it. They'll smash, but that's about it.
I want to make a point because I don't even want to touch that. I think the internet's going to touch that for us, but I think you said that
If this goes out,
you said that
you might have to cut this part.
yeah, you got to cut her part. You know, 'cause, yeah. What she said was some bullshit, but you
What I
said
said was some bullshit.
let me explain because you held the mic.
You're very sensitive.
You held the mic.
You're extremely
I've been taking my turn. I've been taking my turn.
That was kind of
Yeah, she's extremely sensitive. And I grew up around boys. Like, I know sensitive boys.
Yeah.
I have all
so
boy
sensitive.
cousins.
Oh, so sensitive.
I
I'm
know.
gonna cry after this podcast is over.
I can look
Please,
you in the
get me tissues.
eyes and see
Yes,
who
tears.
who really
Tears.
got it.
Oh my God.
No.
I won't be able to sleep at night thinking about, oh my God, if I could only be with a woman like her. Anyway, but the point I want to make, right, is this.
You think the internet gonna grind me up?
Oh yeah, they're gonna chew me up. They're gonna chew me up. You said that women don't benefit from marriage. You said
No.
men benefit from marriage. Was that
Yes.
correct? Okay. Who benefits from divorce?
Y'all,
We do?
the woman, if the man has money.
Okay.
The average nigga does not have
Okay.
money. Nobody's gonna get anything from divorce.
7 out of the 10 richest women are the beneficiary from marriage, right? Whether it was death or divorce.
There are women who become billionaires from divorce.
Y'all average. Why are you
7
talking
out of
about
10.
billionaire concepts? You're an average nigga. What are you talking
I'm not
about?
an average dude.
You are.
I'm not
No,
an
I was
average
just
nigga.
trying to
I'm not average
illustrate the
nigga.
point
But
that
the
women
point I'm trying to
generally
make, and that's why she thinks I'm
And
sensitive.
when
I'm not even
if
offended
you're
by
talking
that.
about custody,
You are sensitive.
alimony is paid by how much percent?
but
It's like 93% men.
Alimony is
Yeah,
for white
90
men. Niggas don't pay alimony.
What?
no, she's so
We already know the news channel
She
she
got an
watches.
evil
We
laugh.
know the
Y'all
news
don't pay
channel.
alimony.
But here's
Yes,
the
we
thing.
do. Yes, we do.
Let's
Are you paying alimony right now?
Smooth.
What's the percentage of black men marriage
Smooth,
in
hold
this
on.
country?
Smooth, hold
And
on.
then tell me how much y'all pay alimony.
Smooth, hold on.
Tell me what the percentage
podcast
of
is
black
gonna-
women
Smooth. Hold on. This
podcast
podcast is gonna be
because if
it's
I
go-
don't want anything to come out, it ain't coming
well,
out.
because you're embarrassed. Because you're embarrassed about what you're saying.
I'm not embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed about what I'm saying. So you
Okay.
you can use whatever I'm saying. You can put it out. Okay.
You're a very insecure person. You
I'm-
probably
I'm
thought that I was
like-
gonna be. You're not used to women like me.
I am not
you're
used
not
to
you're
masculine
a
women. I'm not.
coward. I'm not a masculine woman. I'm so soft.
You said
Exactly.
you date young men 6 years younger than
Yeah.
them. You want them to be gangsters.
That's not what I said,
If
right?
he's 5'5" and wanting to be a gangster.
That's not what I
If
said.
you're not a gangster, he better be white because white people they marry.
That's not what I said.
I'm
You're
just
so
saying-
insecure.
exactly
That
what
is
you
all
said.
projection.
I'm just projecting.
That's all
I'm just projecting.
projection.
But I want to make this. This
that was more so a figure of speech.
is the point I want to make, though. This is the point I want to
Like,
make. We talked. She said
professional.
women bend.
You're not married. You don't have any kids. You're a YouTuber. I'm a veteran. I'm a widow because I was married, right? I have a daughter that I put in one of the best schools in this country, right?
She didn't say that in the beginning. She said that the only long-term relationship she was in was for 8 or 9 years with a dude that was younger than her. That was it. And now she's a widow. This bitch lying, bruh.
I'm not going to say how much I make money, but I make very good money. I'm a contributor to my community.
And I still don't want
And
you.
all it. I don't want you.
But I don't want women
Like,
to-
what the
And I don't want a woman. And I don't want a woman like you.
And women don't want
I
men
don't-
like
I
you,
don't
but
want a
he's
woman like
upset because women are becoming more like me, and he's
It
not.
doesn't
like,
upset me.
It's
It
not
doesn't upset me.
thing.
my dad always told me that a man is not going to argue with a woman.
Absolutely.
We're having a
Yeah.
discussion. We're not arguing.
My 6-year-old, the young girl that was 6-year-old, wasn't back and forth like
It's
this.
just like,
I'll tell you that.
She didn't stay with him.
So, all
Sure.
right. So let's get to that part of it. So I do understand that there is
I'll never forget you.
right there.
I know
You're
you
the
won't.
reason why I
I'm
don't
going to
date.
forget you. I'm going to
You're
forget
the reason why I
Trust me.
don't date.
This is going to be a race out of my mind.
Do you see this? This is the reason why I don't
So
date.
are you saying that men like this?
Masculine men.
I earn more money than him. He's a YouTuber. He's my age. He's almost 40. And he's a YouTuber. Like, come on
She
now.
earns more money. You don't know what I earn.
She don't know. Like, it's like YouTubers, when her dumb ass finally catch up to how much YouTubers really make, she gonna change her whole tune. That's real talk. talk. YouTubers make bank, especially streamers. And I know Call Me Shape is making fucking bank because I watch the nigga work. I watch him drop videos. Like he's one of the channels I follow. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga put in work. He's at least dropping 2, 3, 4 a day. I count it. I watch it. And they don't even understand. Like he got the black gloves on for a reason. His swag is the way it is for a reason. The way he talking his shit for a reason. He has all this confidence and they think it's funny. I don't know what type of car he drive, but it's gonna be funny if they go out that building and see he drive something fire. I know the YouTubers that I know, all the ones I know drive fire cars.
Have you seen my channel? The millions of views that I got?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Can you find me Fiji? I can fly myself to Fiji.
Yes.
I just came back to Africa from Africa.
Boy.
And yes, we got Fiji money. What are you talking about? You don't know me.
Trying to fire, but it's
I've seen you 1,000 times. Like I know you.
So you've seen my content before?
No.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Next question. Can you move on?
But sure, hold on.
No,
hold on here. Because here's the issue, right? Women like her overtalk men, and it's fine. We're gonna let the footage reveal that, right? We're gonna let the footage.
See, Shorty on the right, she actually listening. Shorty on the right actually listening. She didn't put her lips on, you know what I'm saying? She like, is my lips chapped? Because this nigga said we got Fiji money. I'm not used to this type of nigga. Let's see how her behavior and her demeanor. I'm just curious. I might be reaching.
Reveal that.
No,
but we've sat here quiet. We
She
sat
showed
quiet
looking.
while she went on long rants.
Go ahead.
And I tried to interject at time. But I was like,
I'm
no,
not that. I'm
that's
actually a
paying
soft.
attention now. Look,
He's so soft.
Can you stop
Like,
interrupting?
he's
one
foaming
second.
at the mouth over a soft.
Just one second.
I'm not even a hard girl,
Okay.
and he can't take me.
I think you're hard. I think you're very hard. I think you're very hard. But
All right.
I understand you. You know why I understand you?
No, you
Because I
don't, bro.
listened to you, and what I've heard from
You
what you
don't
said is that
understand me.
you like men that are.
You don't understand.
like
me.
men-
We cut from such a different cloth, nigga. You
just
do not understand
Just be
me.
quiet for 1 second, right? Just let me talk. 1 second. I'm
only quiet for people I respect. I
Okay.
respect men.
You don't
I will be quiet for you. If you wanna
So this is what I'll do.
diffuse the
Let's give him 1 minute, and then if you need a rebuttal or something.
Yes, is that
got
okay?
you. No, I'm answering it as I talk to men I respect.
Okay. Anyway, so I understand women like you, right? There's a lot of propaganda telling women that you're exceeding men.
I'm talking about lived experience.
I'm gonna tell you, Shape, just us as a constructive critique. If you wanted this to go further, you gotta take it off of women because they're emotional. So the fact that she can't allow you to get anything out isn't because of what it is that you're saying, it's because you're pointing it to her. If you would have pointed it in a different direction, she would have allowed you to talk. And I hate to say it like that, but that's just me understanding women and women nature, female nature.
He's talking about
No.
propaganda.
So just give.
That's what I'm saying. He's a young boy in his mind.
So
like
listen,
I'm a grown woman
we
with
gonna give
lived
him a minute. Give him a
experience in
minute.
real life.
I'm
He
gonna give
keeps
you-
telling me propaganda.
I'm gonna give you a whole
telling
chance
him
to
my
talk.
real experiences. He's telling me that how I'm feeling and how I'm internalizing it is propaganda. He's a child.
I get it. So just give him
immature.
a minute. We only gonna give him 1 minute, and then I'm gonna give you your time to rebuttal.
All right, I'm
and,
sorry.
okay?
and we won't allow him to interrupt you either.
All right,
Okay.
got you.
Okay. So I understand women like you, right? You've been sold this reality that is not true. And it's fine. It's fine. You sold the idea that only men benefit from marriage. But we tried to make the point to you earlier on that women actually, the only way they could get divorced, last time I checked, is if they were married.
Knowing women, she is doing a good job. I'm not gonna lie, man, because if you really understand female nature, I'm actually kind of proud of her. She doing a good job because she is trying her best to keep her mouth fucking closed, and that is really hard. That means that she must absolutely have respect for you. For this, I gotta figure out who this, because I like the way he ended. His questions were good, and his knowledge I like. You know, he's well informed about all the things that he's talking about, and I can tell he put in a lot of work. But I think that respect is about to run out because she has to sit here and tolerate this shit. If he would have just not pointed it to her, and I'm not trying to tone police, I'm just trying to give him some advice on how to effectively navigate a conversation with a masculine woman, because she's instinctively designed to want to defend herself. She's burning up inside. You have no idea. That's how they are. And the more she drink, the more she getting emotional.
And most women, most of the wealthiest women in the world became wealthy through divorce. That is true. So I've never heard of a man become a billionaire through divorce, but we've heard of women that became billionaires through divorce.
White women become billionaires through divorce. What are you talking about? Like this is not our conversation.
Charles, Forget it. Go ahead.
This is not
Let
our
her go.
conversation.
All right, so
show.
you can go ahead.
Like, what is he talking about? We're talking about relationships amongst us, right?
Okay.
Like he's putting in statistics and scenarios that he's not even a part of. Like, what are you pulling
That was
out
my fault. I brought that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't understand what you part of. We're talking.
I was going that direction.
We're talking about real people. That's why I don't like talking to YouTubers. I'm a real person. I pay taxes. I'm an everyday average person. I'm a civilian and I'm a vet. Like, I understand the military life and things like that. Like, I want to have real conversations with real people.
Got it.
About real concepts.
And YouTubers, we're from Mars. We're not real people.
So how about this? How about this?
I just don't respect anything.
We do understand.
I feel like I've done so much more.
You don't know me. What do you keep telling me? You keep telling me about me. You don't know me.
Hold on. Let's get past that part because
like you're screaming it. Look at you.
I don't think that's going to really go anywhere. But I do want to get somewhere with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're saying that there is something wrong between the relationship dynamics between men and women, how is it possible for us to bridge the gap?
We can't, because if she wants to lead, men won't follow.
I think can I answer your question? Can I answer your question?
We're gonna let her go. Then you got it right after.
I think
we're gonna let her go first.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. So I think the problem with that is we have to be realistic about whether or not men are capable of leading, because we're not going to just go blindly follow after someone that we deem incapable. So it's a lot of these men that sit here like, follow me, follow me, follow me. A real leader does not have to tell you to follow them. You're going to see the way they lead and naturally fall in line. So
that's women's logic, man. It's a feelings-based logic, you know. A lot of times you have to remind them verbally that I'm the leader. Sometimes, you know, I love how they try and take that off the table so you can't articulate that, but you should articulate yourself in case you may have forgotten. You know, I'm running the show here in case you didn't know. If you got a problem with that, then you can go. Bars.
Well, the problem is a lot of these guys, they want to be like, oh, I'm a leader. And the reality of it is you're not. And you wonder why these women are not following you is because you're not a leader. You're not even showing none of these characteristics.
It's the delusion of the reality that men are.
I have women that follow me.
There's this delusion of a reality
and I feel like that's
living
another thing
that isn't conducive with the real world anymore.
It's the difference between women and females. So
rules
I feel like
everything.
That's a difference.
Money rules everything.
She over talking her own homegirl. You know what I'm saying? They can't even get no sisterhood alliance in this thing right here. She on one right now. This girl on 10. Like, it's really getting to that point where her ego is fractured. You know, it's not looking good.
It's getting so cutthroat out here.
I'm glad you said that.
It's getting so cutthroat out here that money is over everything. Your mentality and money. If you're not on the same page in regard to how to overcome these obstacles that are amongst us during these unprecedented times, nobody has ever seen things like this in this country and throughout this year.
I agree that women feel like money is their God. Money is their God. They worship money. And this is the problem.
Because money gets you out of fuck niggas like this. You don't have to deal. You don't have to deal.
She is absolutely convinced that Shape is an everyday average Philly nigga that she comes into contact with. She believes that in her heart and soul. He would have to open up his phone and show her his bank account before she changed the tune. Or I pray to God this nigga got a fire car, bro. I really want this story to end where she go outside and see what kind of car he get in. There's some foreign shit, and then she like, oh wait a minute, cause she is not listening to this nigga. I hope he got something cold, bro. I really do.
You have the choice to live in your own truth, be in your own energy, and do the things that you want to do until you die without ever having to deal with the counterparts.
Right.
Like, with the counterparts
that the men of value, that these top 9...
What men of value? Nobody cares about those men. Men don't. It doesn't matter. Bad bitches don't put men...
You're not a bad bitch. You're not a bad bitch. Calm down. But do you believe the men that make more than...
You are a coward. You're a coward.
I'm not a watch guy. I don't know what kind of watch he got on, but I ain't a watch guy. My partner a watch guy, but I don't know.
I know gangsters. No, listen, I want you to understand something, because I told you this before. I know gangsters.
What does that mean?
And I'm looking you in your eye right now. You're not
I'm not a
A
gangster.
thorough nigga, no.
I'm
And
not a
you're no, you're not a gangster. And you're also a coward.
Why are you
and
upset?
you don't like
Why are you upset?
women because I
Black
don't.
women.
Because no,
And
you
I love
don't.
black women,
And you're
dark-skinned
so
women.
insecure.
I love dark-skinned black women.
You're inadequate.
I love dark-skinned black women.
Extremely
But I don't like
inadequate.
masculine women.
I'm not
I
masculine.
like
I'm telling you
dark-skinned
the
black
truth.
women.
You're a
Why
child.
you keep pointing
You're a
at me?
child.
Okay.
You're a child.
You're allowed to say that.
You're a
The
child.
point I'm trying to make
You're
is,
a child.
where's the men that make $90,000
You're a
a year
child.
that want to date this?
I have
Who
4.
wants this in their household? Who wants to come home to this?
Whatever.
It's
Who wants to come home to this?
Thank you.
All right, wait.
Thank
All right,
you.
okay, time out.
Who wants to come home to this?
Plenty.
How about we get back? Let's
But-
get back on topic. I don't want to take
And
it.
it's not
I don't
just
want- I don't
black.
want this to go
And we-
way
I
too long.
think beautiful women, I think black women are objectively the most beautiful women on the planet.
He's a panderer.
when they
He
behave
knows.
like this-
He knows what to say. He knows when he's doing a white
When-
tactic. He's doing a white boy tactic. Let me tell you something. How he's doing a white boy tactic. I'm about to get on my politics right now. Let me tell you how he's doing a white boy tactic, right?
What am I-
Because he's telling you he loves
She just broke the touch barrier over here in the white.
all the
All three of
superficial.
y'all are talking.
All the superficial things about black women, right? But he doesn't understand. Like when
She like
like
'em.
when what did Malcolm X say? The black woman is the most disrespected and unprotected woman in this country,
Yes, I
right?
remember that
And when we
speech.
internalize that and we do
The
that
one
like
in the-
that and what
The one in the white know what's up. She know a nigga got some money. She know a nigga. See the one, this one right over here. She dumb. She really like on her own merit, on her own mindset of whatever she thinks. She has ideas about reality and she just uses reality to try and support whatever her thought process is. But shorty over there on the right, in the white, she know how to listen. I'ma tell you though, Shape, you fucked up when you pointed everything towards her, cause now she in the defense mode. Like this is the outcome of all of that. I don't know if this is what you wanted her to explode like this, cause this shit did go and do some numbers. But if you would have kept it off of her, the conversation would have went a little bit further. I'm just gonna say that.
a real nigga would have compassion about how black women represent themselves in the tight game that they run, right? A fuck nigga from the Caribbeans will ostracize you. Will ostracize you and make you feel like, oh, you're angry, you're this, you're that. No, I'm not that. I'm probably telling you something. And before you air this out, you're gonna, because I didn't know that I was gonna be in the presence of someone like this, and that's what I told you
and
before
I'm
I got
responsible
here.
for
I don't like these fucking type of niggas. I told you that.
And I fucking hate like this. I caused you to behave like this. I caused you to behave like
I'm
this.
going to Grenada. I'm moving. That's what
Grenada. It's called Grenada.
I'm gonna say Grenada because I don't fucking believe anything. You fucking
That's
say
absolutely
anymore.
fine. But she believes
Before you-
that men of value
this might
want
not
this. She believes men of value want this.
Nigga, look. First of all, you smell funny, right?
I smell funny?
Yes, you do. You smell
you
funny,
say-
and the
sit
niggas
down.
that I fucking
down.
fuck with, you could never touch. Even the fucking white boys, you lame ass nigga.
That's
Are
fine.
you fucking serious? Get the fuck out of
Yo,
here.
yo.
Get the fuck out of here. See, I told you don't bring me around these nut ass niggas. I make too much money. I make $350,000
So
a
then
year.
represent yourself like
nigga.
So then
Like, get the
represent
fuck
like
out of here with
a
that
represent
shit.
yourself like a professional woman. Sit down and have a
But
conversation.
you keep intaking like you gotta.
Nah, she called me a child. She's allowed to call me a child. She's allowed to call me a child. She called me a fuck nigga, a
All
child.
right, listen. Can you?
You're blocking the camera. She's allowed to call me a fuck nigga or a
You're
child.
talking about a camera. But
You're allowed to call me a
listen,
fuck. Hold on, answer me first. She's allowed to call me a fuck nigga and child, bitch ass nigga. I know
All of
gangsters.
that after you was antagonizing her. This is what I'm saying. You've been saying little slicks. You've been.
You're still beautiful.
Her.
You being black, you're still beautiful being dark skinned and black. I find.
Fuck up.
Yeah, shut that fuck. Yeah.
You're so beautiful for being dark skinned and black.
I still like.
Nigga,
I would still like black women after this.
For fucking 2 fucking weeks.
I'ma still like black women after this. I'ma still like black women after this.
Black American men after this.
Okay.
Black American
still
men, them Malcolm
will let-
X's.
Okay.
Fuck these niggas.
Yeah. There you go, folks. This is what black men have to do with.
No, you was antagonizing her.
Niggas like you.
Okay.
You would never fuck me. You would never fuck me.
Why would I never said I wanted
You
to.
would never fuck me. You would never get a bitch.
You would never
Pull
fuck
your
me.
bitches up.
You would never
Pull
fuck me.
your bitches up. Shut the fuck
You
up,
think-
nigga.
But
You
this
YouTube ass
this is a moot point.
This
At this
YouTube
point,
I think you said you
it
work for
don't
the
even matter.
I thought you said you.
Like it don't matter.
You say you're professional women.
YouTube ass nigga. I'm 40 years old. I'm a YouTube. Where your 401k, nigga? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Where's your 401k?
Where your 401k, you YouTubing ass 40-year-old ass nigga?
Hey.
We out, T. Stupid ass.
Oh, with an ER.
Yep.
With an ER.
Listen, I got lawyers. You don't want to do this. So you want this, like, let me see this tape first. Where's that contract? Where's that contract? You don't want to do this. Let me see it first.
He can't say
bitch.
shit.
I told you on the ride up here.
Hey, why my dog froze? My dog froze. My dog ain't moved a muscle. he just sat there and just let the whole thing go.
You on the
This is
phone?
not ready for me.
And I didn't know because he was low-key antagonizing you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't.
It's my fault.
Yeah, you a corny nigga.
I know. I'm responsible for bad behavior.
We just had this whole conversation about how males and females are wired differently.
So why does that allow bad behavior?
He don't.
It doesn't have to do with allowing bad.
Your daddy was in your life.
He wasn't, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't, right?
Was he or not?
He was.
Okay, well,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know what you're talking about. She thinks she knows me.
Because his daddy probably told him to come over and think that his little nut ass is better than black Americans.
So don't take it personal.
I don't take it.
You are. That's why you was throwing your little shots all night, and that's why she on emotional.
I'm throwing my shots all night, so I'm at fault for her behavior. Black men are responsible for the behavior of women.
Look here, Shape. I'm gonna tell you right now, that one in the white, she feeling you, son. I swear to God on everything I love you. If you go back and watch, when Shorty was about to put hands on you, she defended you. I'm telling you, if you ain't jumped on that already, you better jump on it, dog, for sure. She feeling you, dog. Number one. But look, she finer than I thought she was. Her face, poo. Don't get me wrong. She got a dookie face, for sure. She old as fuck. She probably looked cuter when she was younger. I ain't gonna lie. But her body, she kept that bitch up. Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah. But her attitude is what's gonna keep her single forever, and what's gonna happen is that she's not gonna be able to do the math to understand why she looked good enough, but she can't hold a nigga. And it's because of her thoughts, her ideas, her perception, her jadedness. She gonna run into the same thing. So what she does is she take this behavior, and him lighting a fuse by pointing it to her is why it turned out the way it was. The host, that nigga was froze solid. He just sat there and just watched it. I don't know if he didn't want to interrupt a viral moment or if he didn't know what to do. Next time you better get some security. She talking about some lawyers and shit. Look, viral moment. Great job, fellas. We look forward to some more.
Everybody shut the fuck up. Hey, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you something right now.
If you made it this far, check out the video we just did with a viral therapist, Ask a Brother podcast, aka Jeff St. James, outline why he thought marriage is never gonna be the same.